5 interesting facts about Kjerstin Eriksen that you may not know. Number 1. At 13 years old with outstanding skills with the ball, Eriksen starred in a movie teaching about football. Number 2. Eriksen's father is an anti-fan of Chelsea. The reason is because at the age of 15, the Blues rejected a young man due to unsatisfactory health and ability. Number 3. Eriksen has suffered a stroke. In the match against Finland at Euro 2020, the whole world was shocked. Fortunately, he later recovered and returned to compete at the highest level. Number 4 is a handsome, rich football player, but Eriksen has a passionate 10-year love affair with his girlfriend Jensen, a simple hairdresser, and has 2 children together. Number 5. Eriksen's younger sister, Lucy Eriksen, is also a football player and currently wears the jersey of the Danish women's football team. 5 interesting facts about Declan Rice that you may not know. Rice's first shock in life happened in 2014 when he was eliminated from Chelsea's youth training system. Even though he himself had practiced diligently and it affected him, greatly influenced the spirit of Declan Rice at that time. However, he quickly stabilized and rejoined the new training center No. 2 even though he was playing for Arsenal. But Declan Rice's entire family were genuine Chelsea fans. Rice himself was also a fan of Chelsea when he was young. Chelsea. Rice's number 3 idol when he was young was John Terry. It's easy to understand that at that time Terry was a great role model for Chelsea's young players. Number 4. Number 41 is Declan Rice's favorite shirt number, and many people think it has some deep meaning. But this is simply the first number he was assigned when he was a young player at West Ham. That's why it should become shoe number 5's favorite number. Rice's best friend, Mason Mount, is a pair of soulmates who have known each other since they were Chelsea students until now. Both of them still maintain their friendship. Closeness is rare in football. 5 interesting facts about Ibrahimovic you may not know. Number 1. At 16 years old when Ibrahimovic almost went to Arsenal when the Gunners invited him for a trial. However, he gently refused and said, "Zlatan does not try job." Number 2. In addition to playing football well, Ibrahimovic is also a black belt taekwondo master, which is probably also the reason why Ibra's opponents have to respect him somewhat. Number 3. Ibrahimovic is a class pilot who married a wife 11 years older than him, which means his wife is 50 years old this year. However, the beauty of the beauty is not average. Number 4. When asked about his idols, Ibrahimovic said he only admires 2 names: boxing legend Muhammad Ali and the alien Ronaldo de Lima. Number 5. In Sweden, people worship Ibrahimovic so much that his name is included in the dictionary with the meaning of domination. 5 interesting facts about Phil Foden that you may not know. Number 1. Used to be a fan of Barcelona, even though he grew up in Man City's training camp. Foden is a fan of Barcelona. During the period when Pep Guardiola led Foden, he shared that he was very proud to be a student of Pep Guardiola. Number 2. Folder wearing shirt number 47 because of his grandfather, died at the age of 47. He chose this shirt number to remember his respectable man. Number 3. Of Foden's best friend is Mason Greenwood. Both of them made embarrassing mistakes when they gathered for England. Fortunately, they overcame it and returned to compete at the highest level. No. 4. Phil Foden peacefully married quite early when he became a father at the age of 18. Foden's girlfriend is a childhood friend who has been in a relationship with No. 5. Phil Foden Guinness record as the youngest player to win the Premier League. He achieved this achievement for Man City at the age of 17 years and 305 days. 5 interesting facts about Sergio Ramos that you may not know. Number 1. Sergio Ramos's childhood dream was not to be a football player and to be a bullfighter. However, his mother was the one who guided her son towards football. No. 2 is the player who received the most red cards in Real Madrid history with 26 times. Ramos is affectionately called the king of cards by football fans. Penalty number 3. Although he is an excellent defender, when he was young, Sergio Ramos wanted to become a striker rather than play defense. Perhaps that's the reason he scored 128 goals in his 4th career in 2011. Right during the celebration of winning the Spanish Kings Cup, Sergio Ramos dropped the cup from the 2nd floor of the bus. As a result, the cup was run over by a bus. Number 5. Although the M is associated with number 4 at Real Madrid, but on the Spanish team, Sergio Ramos always wears shirt number 15. This is the old shirt number of Antonio Puerta, his close friend hidden by Ramos. 5 interesting facts about Paul Pogba you may not know. Number 1. Paul Pogba was once a passionate fan of Arsenal because of Arsène Wenger's reputation, and they Henry Quas resounded in France. Number 2. Pogba once surpassed Sir Alex Ferguson to sign for Juventus. This makes Sir Alex extremely angry. Many people think that Pogba is like that because Ferguson uses Tom cleverly too much and ignores the number 3. Pogba is nicknamed the Octopus perhaps because of his extremely long, flexible legs and his aggressive playing style that is present at every point. Hot on the field is likened to the tentacles of an octopus. Number 4. Paul Pogba has 2 older brothers who also follow football careers, Matthias Pogba and Florentin Pogba. However, their career is not as brilliant as younger brother number 5. Although criticized for his insatiable drinking habits, but Pogba takes very good care of himself, hiring a physiotherapist and a nutritionist for himself. 5 interesting facts about Oleksandr Zinchenko. Maybe you don't know, the number 1 position was originally an attacking midfielder, but because he could not compete for a position in Manchester City, he was demoted to the number 2 left back. His idol Zinchenko is like many others. Another Ukrainian kid is Andriy Shevchenko, the country's number 1 legend. No 3 Zinchenko holds the record as the youngest player to score for the Ukrainian national team at just 2 years old. Zinchenko, 19 years and 165 days old, on the 4th, has a relationship as beautiful as a dream with a beautiful Ukrainian journalist, who also addressed him in the stadium 2 days before Ukraine defeated Portugal to win the ticket to the UEFA Euro 2020 final. Girlfriend proposes. Number 5 Zinchenko once played for Manchester City in the Russian Premier League in 2016 before moving to UEFA. 5 interesting facts you might not know about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Solskjaer was once considered a top-tier super sub, number 1 in the world because he has a very high goal rate every time he comes on as a substitute. Ole was known as the baby-faced assassin during his playing days. He was a sharp forward but had an extremely beautiful face like a child. This money also comes from No. 3 player Solskjaer, who has played for Manchester United for 11 years, played 366 games, and scored 126 goals. He is considered one of Manchester United's legends in the Premier League era. Ole's son Noah Solskjaer has also embarked on a football career. He plays for a local football club as the midfielder. Number 5 Ole is a loyal and good boy who has always been by his side. Ole's wife has been his since childhood. In addition, Ole's wife is also an excellent football player. 5 interesting facts you may not know about